Hi everybody, we have a 4-week litter update for these mini Australian Labradoodle puppies. Hi, I'm Claire and today we're going to give you a video with some information on each of the 7 mini Labradoodle puppies from our Give Thanks litter. We'll give you a little bit of information about the litter as a whole. We'll tell you what the kids' weights are and we'll give you a little bit of an update on Bernadette too. So we're going to go through each of the puppies in birth order, and we have the firstborn puppy right here with us already, and this is Orange Collar Girl. Now you may notice that some of the puppies are doing a little shivering today, and there's a reason for that. So these little Labradoodle puppies all had some big experiences in the past 24 hours. So our other litter from Dottie, the brass ring litter, those were also mini Labradoodle puppies. They went to their families yesterday. So now that those puppies are out of the doodle den, we have expanded and moved the space available for these 7 little mini Labradoodle puppies. So when you're a little tiny baby and your home changes and your space changes, that's a big event. Yeah. The other thing that's happened for all of these puppies in the last 24 hours is they have graduated from the pablum food over to a raw food diet. Now that may not seem like a big deal to you or to me, but again, when you're a little mini Labradoodle puppy, having a complete change in your diet is another big event. The raw food represents something quite different for them in terms of how they eat it, because they need to use their teeth now, not just lapping like they were doing with the milk and pablum mixture. It's okay, you're fine. And then the other thing that's happened is they had a little bit of a tiny bath this morning. Because they had been eating the pumpkin and the pablum, they were all very sticky and covered in all sorts of orange glop. So we gave them all a little sort of a half bath on their front legs just before we started shooting this video. So that's a lot of things for little puppies to have gone through. So if these little Labradoodles seem a little bit nervous today, that's the reason why. So we're going to start going through each of the puppies now. Oh my goodness. And Miss Orange Collar is getting a little fed up with all of this already. So Orange Collar Girl is our beautiful chocolate sable tuxedo girl. And she is now 1.15 kilograms. All of the puppies except for one have broken the 1 kilogram mark now. They are really doing well with their raw feeding as well, and Orange Collar Girl is quite pleased with it. At first she was just licking at the food, but she has figured out this morning that you actually have to put it in your mouth and do a little bit of chewing. She seems to be quite content with that. She's also quite happy to have a little bit more space, and she is enjoying running around more in their expanded area. So that's our little Orange Collar Girl at 4 weeks old. Hi, sweetie. Next we have Dark Blue Collar. Here we go, Orange. Hi, you sweet angel. Hello. And Dark Blue Collar is this really pretty caramel party girl. I'm showing you the back of her to show you her caramel party markings. But her biggest feature is this adorable face. Oh my goodness, I can't get enough of this cute little puppy face. She just, I think it's because her ears are so high, she's tiny, and she just has a face that draws you in. Little Dark Blue Collar, holy cow, did she ever go to town when that raw food came out. She was probably the one who, well, she and Green Collar Boy, who ate the absolute most. She was just like, oh, let me at it. She clearly is really loving the raw food aspect of life. And Dark Blue Collar is the only girl that is not quite yet 1 kilogram, and she is 0.920, so she's 920 grams. And the funny thing is, it's she and Green Collar Boy, who's the biggest in the litter, who ate the most. So I think that's really quite funny. She and Green Collar Boy often are seen together. They are often doing things together. They seem to have quite a good, strong friendship going on. And the other one who's part of that gang is Purple Collar Girl. And Purple Collar and Dark Blue Collar look almost identical. It's very hard to tell them apart unless you're familiar with them like we are and see them, constantly during the day. This little girl is outgoing. She has lots of confidence, and she is just a real doll. So that's our little Dark Blue Collar Girl. Next is Green Collar Boy, our big fellow, and he has fallen asleep in Reynolds' arms waiting for his turn to come on camera. Hi, buddy. Hi. A Green Collar Boy is a beautiful chocolate caramel party. He has these really pretty markings, lots and lots of color in this boy. Hey, buddy. And this little fellow has a huge personality. Sometimes we find that the biggest ones are the quietest ones, and the littlest ones have the big personalities. And we do have one little one with a very big personality we'll tell you about in a bit. But Mr. Green Collar Boy, oh my goodness, look at this wonderful eye contact he has. This boy is quiet, but he does have a huge personality. He talks to us, he tells us things, he runs around and does the funniest little things. He is always making us laugh, and he is absolutely wonderful with Purple Collar Girl and Dark Blue Collar Girl. As I said, they're friends, but he also is somewhat of their protector. And when he plays with them, he is the gentlest little fellow, or not little fellow, big fellow. This guy is super affectionate and just, oh, we just can't say enough good things about Mr. Green Collar Boy, just a doll. And Mr. Green Collar Boy, as the biggest boy in the litter, is 1.33 kilograms. Oh my goodness, he is a big boy. The puppies all had their claws clipped as well today. This is not the first time they've had that experience, of course. They've had that many, many, many times. But Mr. Green was excellent having his done. He's absolutely not worried about new things at all. And you can see he does do quite a bit of kissing. Right, handsome? Yes. So that's our Green Collar Boy. Next is our little Yellow Collar Girl. And she too is a chocolate sable party. Now, little Yellow Collar Girl has a slightly different look to her face than the other party girls. She's much darker, and she has this really beautiful marking where she's more solid over here and then has the white here. A little bit of a half stash going on. Now, this is the little one I was going to tell you about with the big personality. Oh my word, does this one have personality. So when she was having her bath, she was getting her bath done, and then when she came out and I was drying her and doing her nails, she was sitting there, and she is very tiny, looking at me going, she was giving me quite a talking to, saying, I'm not really appreciative of this going on right now. She has lots of gumption, this little one, full of character. She's a quirky little girl, and you can see she too has fabulous eye contact. She's very affectionate, and she is good friends as well with everybody in the litter. And Miss Yellow Collar rather, is 1.11 kilograms now. And she's giving me a few little shivers. Yes, you are giving me a few little shivers. And you're not telling me off anymore. But you can see that she does look to me for her reassurance, which is a really nice thing that we like to see. That's our little Yellow Collar Girl. My cutie. There you go. Next is Purple Collar Girl. Hello, Purpy. Purple Collar Girl is almost identical to Dark Blue Collar Girl. A lovely caramel party. Beautiful, beautiful color. Lovely markings. Just the prettiest little girl. And just like Dark Blue Color, she has that face that, oh, I don't know, it just draws me in every time. It's the beautiful symmetrical markings with the high set ears, and also, my goodness, she is a very kissy little girl. Purple Collar Girl has always been affectionate right from the get-go. She's always been a puppy that really, really enjoys people and always loves to give lots of kisses, right? And she too is doing very well with the raw food. Yeah, I don't have any on my nose. I'm sorry about that. She is a very sweet little girl. She has a very lovely, calm demeanor so far. And like I said, she's doing really well with her graduation over to the raw food diet. Yes. And Miss Purple Collar Girl is 1.13 kilograms. So just a smidge bigger than Yellow and not that much bigger than Dark Blue. Those three are the ones who tend to hang out together the most. And like I said, Mr. Green Collar Boy looks after these three little ladies so nicely, doesn't he? Oh, yes, he does. Oh, so many lovely kisses. Thank you. And get it all over my glasses so I can't see. That's our beautiful Yellow Collar, our Purple Collar Girl rather. Next is our silver collar boy, or gray collar. Silver just sounds so much nicer. This little fellow is a beautiful caramel tuxedo boy. Now you'll see that since we started doing these videos, only 4 of them in 4 weeks, he has lightened up a great deal. So he will be quite a light color caramel. He's not going to be the dark color that you just saw on Purple Collar Girl, which is more like Bernadette herself's color. He is going to be closer to the light caramel party markings that we have. So he has white, which is all around his neck. And shall we show everybody your beautiful self? There we go, handsome. He has it on his face, his legs, and on his chest. But as he lightens, that white becomes less noticeable. The white really pops when you have a dark colored dog, but when you have a caramel one like this, you don't see it quite so much. And oh, you can hear, that's exactly what I was talking about. That's our little purple collar girl telling us off and saying, what the heck? What am I doing in this crate thing here? Why am I here? She is just a character. Now, Mr. Silver Collar Boy, he is almost as big as Green Collar Boy. He is 1.31 kilograms and Green is 1.33. So really there's actually virtually no difference. And they've been neck and neck the whole time. He is a little bit different from Green. He's much more quiet. He's a very reserved puppy. He tends to be fairly serious about everything. Don't you? Yes. Yes, you do. And you'll see that he's quite inquisitive. He looks around at everything. He's a little bit more interested in what is in his world, whereas Green Collar focuses more just on the person that he's with. Silver Collar Boy is doing quite nicely with his eating. He was a little not sure what to do with it when he saw it the first time, but he has figured it out now and gobbled down quite a good portion of food to keep up with that nice weight gain that he's had, right? That's a good boy. So that's our Silver Collar Boy. And last but not least, we have our light blue collar boy. We do only have the 2 boys in the litter. 3 boys. And this little one is a clone of the firstborn orange collar girl in terms of pattern, which is the tuxedo, which you can see on the back here with the collar, and this chocolate sable color, which almost has, well, it does have a reddish tinge to it. And this color is going to continue to change somewhat as the puppies age. They will end up being pretty much identical to Bernadette. Bernadette herself is a chocolate sable tuxedo. And orange collar and light blue collar are going to be just like their mums in terms of pattern and color. This is very much what Mom looked like when she was younger. Yeah, and how she got her name is St. Bernadette. Mr. Light Blue Collar is 1.12 kilograms, and this is our quiet boy in the litter. He is probably the quiet, he and Orange are the 2 quiet puppies. It's kind of interesting that they look the same and they have very similar personalities. This boy is a little bit more confident than Orange Collar is. Now, when I tell you these things too, do keep in mind, these puppies are just 4 weeks old. Their temperaments are going to change from between now and when they go home with you. This is just what we're seeing right now. So while Orange may be the one who has less confidence than Light Blue today, in 2 weeks from now it could be entirely reversed. So don't take any of this and think, oh, that's the quiet puppy, because that may very well change quite easily. Same with the weights. Now that we have their weights, Mr. Green has been consistently the biggest puppy in the litter, and Ms. Dark Blue has been the smallest. But now that they're not so much getting their nutrition from the milk bar, but more eating independently, that too may change. Now, Mr. Green is a fairly substantial frame as compared to Yellow, so it's not like they're going to reverse their roles at all, but you may find that the puppies are much closer in terms of their size and weight now that they're able to eat at a pan where there is more opportunity for them to eat. When they're at the milk bar, when you have puppies that are born and we have a big one and we have a small one, then necessarily the small one often gets pushed out or gets pushed to the front where there's not quite such a good supply as there is at the back. So that's why we tend to get the larger at birth puppies gaining more weight right at the beginning of things. But then once they start to eat independently, that can often change. And that's also why you'll find the smaller puppies tend to eat the most when they start eating solid food, because they're like, oh yay, now I can eat all that I want. It's not limited at all. So this little guy, this is a sweetie boy. He has just a darling little nature. Very, very angelic kind of boy. Quite kissy, and you'll see that he is also very interested in me, wants to know what I'm doing, and if he can eat my nose. So he's just a sweetie. And at 1.12 kilograms, he's just a lovely weight as well, and right in the middle of the group. So that's all the puppies. And for Bernadette, Bernadette is, no, she's doing all right with the idea of weaning them. She's still not too keen on that. She's an extremely involved mama dog. She is the type of Labradoodle who wants to know what's going on with her puppies all the time. She is not content to leave them to explore things on their own or do anything on their own quite yet. She spends a great deal of time with us, but when she is with us, she is constantly going back, checking in, making sure all is well. So when the puppies were having their little half baths today, she was in and out, in and out, in and out, because she would go to where the litter was, to where their new home is, check, make sure everyone was there and well, and then she would tick, tick, tick back to us at the washing station, going, okay, is everything okay here? You're not doing anything to hurt my puppy. It's quite adorable. She really does have a lovely way about her and is a fantastic mama dog. She is doing really well in terms of maintaining a great weight. She has a very peculiar eating schedule, so she doesn't like to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner when everyone else does. She usually has bones for her breakfast, which she really loves. So she eats a wide variety of different bones, and these are fantastic for her. It keeps her calcium and micronutrient levels up and naturally balanced properly. So she's not as dependent on us providing her with synthetic supplements to keep those calcium levels high. As you can imagine, when you're only an 18-pound little mini Labradoodle mama and you have 7 mini Labradoodle puppies to feed, that's a big drain on your system. Bernadette is not a huge eater at any time, and she is eating more than she would normally, probably about twice as much, but many of our mama Labradoodle dogs will eat 3 and 4 times as much. Bernadette's just not that fond of eating. So she really enjoys the bones, so we give her lots of bones, and we give her meal replacement bones to make sure she's getting a full meal out of the bones. And then we give her bones where she eats the entire bone. So she's really fond of various neck bones. She likes to eat chicken backs. That's probably her favorite. She really likes chicken wings, which she has a lot of. She eats a lot of pork ribs, and she also has quite a few beef brisket bones. And then her other diet during the day is a variety of different raw proteins, and she has tripe every day. Tripe really also helps to keep her digestive system working well and gives her that really well balanced calcium to phosphorus ratio, which is so important for our mama dogs. Because if we don't give it to her, her puppies will just draw it all out of her. So she usually has the raw food starting around lunch. She'll have some more in the evening, and then overnight she eats some special kibble that we have, which is designed for lactating mama dogs. Super high calories, super high everything, and that helps to keep her balanced too. And she seems to like that. She also really likes our dehydrated Stella and Chewies and our dehydrated Smack. So we offer her everything throughout the day. We offer her food about every hour, hour and a half. If she wants to eat, great. If she doesn't, that's fine. Then we leave it and just pick it up and wait for her to be ready. As long as she consumes what she needs in the day, then we're happy. We do put the supplements that we give her in her morning meal and make sure that that is consumed in its entirety, even though it isn't usually eaten until lunch. So that's everything for the litter. The next thing that's going to happen is these puppies are going to go outside. They have just started to come out of being enclosed in their home and allowed to run loose in the doodle den. So they've only done that a couple of times. You can hear Yellow talking again. And so those adventures have been fairly close to home still. But probably, by Tuesday, they will be extremely confident running around in the doodle den, and they'll be ready to start to explore the great outdoors. Now, of course, those visits the time outdoors will all be supervised because we don't want eagles or hawks or anything to come in and whisk them away. So we're always there supervising them, making sure they're relaxed and comfy and gaining confidence. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask them in the comments below. I'm happy to answer. And if you have a sec, give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so. We have litter updates for all of our litters. We try to give you a little bit of information about Labradoodles that's different in each of the videos. And then we have a series of educational videos that we offer as well. And we're just about to launch our new series that's going to be called The Dog's Dish. And in that series, we're going to go through various products. It'll be from frozen raw to kibble to treats to supplements, and tell you how they play a role in your dog's diet, how they meet your dog's nutritional needs, and how you can best give your dog all the support that they need nutritionally to keep them healthy and well and live as long as they possibly can. Thanks so much for watching.